All right, welcome to this video where I'm going to break down for you step by step the anatomy of a sales funnel that's generated and continues to generate six figures in multiple markets and niches. You'll see all the steps in the funnel so that you can duplicate them in your own business, and I'll also show you a pretty cool shortcut that you can use if you don't have all the pieces in your funnel done right now. All right, so this funnel was created based upon a ton of trial and error over the years, and even though this presentation is called the anatomy of a six-figure sales funnel, and it really does generate significant income, I do want to stress the fact that you're not going to get to that level overnight. All right, we're talking about building out a real solid business, not using some kind of temporary trick or special loopholes or anything like that. As you build out your sales funnel, you're building a real business here. No hocus pocus, no hype, a real solid business that can thrive and grow long term and that you can actually be proud of. One other thing I wanted to cover before we start digging into the funnel, some of what we're going to be talking about is pretty advanced material. So if you are new to online marketing, some of this might be a little bit over your head, but that being said, it's still a great idea for you to watch this presentation and pay careful attention, even if you might not understand everything, because it'll give you a very clear idea of what the foundation of your business should ultimately look like. All right, so with that out of the way, we're going to dive right in. And the way it's going to work is like this. We're going to go step by step over each part of the sales funnel. We're going to spend some time talking about each piece. Then in the end, it's going to look something like this. And we'll have walked through each step in the process, and we'll have broken everything down and talked about each step. Then at the end of the presentation, I'll actually give you a PDF with the completed sales funnel, so you'll have access to that. You don't have to worry about, trying to draw it on a napkin or anything like that. And I actually decided not to give you that PDF right away in the beginning because I don't want you, looking ahead, skipping ahead, trying to figure out what's coming up next. I want you to focus on the presentation and pay attention as we go through each step, because they're all really important, even the stuff that you think you already know. Like, we're going to talk about squeeze pages in a minute. You may be thinking, I already know what a squeeze page is. Well, they all fit together, and we're doing things in a certain way so that they make sense together and ultimately get the results that you're looking for. It's important that you pay attention to each step. Plus, I use a lot of abbreviations on the map, so it's also important that you're listening and are aware just to find out what those abbreviations stand for, so when you go and actually look at that map, you know exactly what everything is. All right, so step one, well, technically step one, or let's call it step 0, would be getting traffic. In other words, getting people to visit your website and giving them a chance to enter your funnel. And there are a ton of ways to get traffic, some paid, some free. But in this presentation, we want to focus on getting you a working funnel before we worry about the traffic side of things. All right, so step 1 is a super simple squeeze page. By that, I mean a short squeeze page with a headline, a subhead, an opt-in form, and optionally, a screenshot showing them what they're going to get, whether it's an e-cover or an actual photo of what they're going to get. But the idea with the squeeze page is going to be short, it's going to be simple, and it's going to make them a big promise. And I've been testing and tweaking this sales funnel for years, and this is one of the things that just recently has changed. It used to be that a longer squeeze page with a bunch of bullets and maybe a video, or even a show and tell type squeeze page, which we'll talk about in just a second, those used to do really well. But recently, these super simple squeeze pages started actually outperforming all the other types of squeeze pages. So now, of course, if it's outperforming the other type of squeeze pages, that's what I recommend using right now. And it's kind of awesome considering the fact that they're also a lot easier to create than the longer form squeeze pages. But if you don't want to go that route, or if you want to, split test a super simple squeeze page against something else, you may want to try what I call a show and tell squeeze page. A show and tell squeeze page is like a traditional squeeze page, but you also show them what they're going to get when they opt in, preferably via video, in addition to just telling them about it. So for example, if you were giving away a report, you could have a screen cam video on the squeeze page where you show them exactly what happens when they opt in, and where you actually open up and preview the report right within that video before they opt in. And of course, in addition to just your squeeze page, you can also put your opt-in form in other places, like on your blog or as a pop-up on your website or anywhere else you can think of. All right, so now we're going to move on to to the next step, and this step assumes that they do opt in. If they don't, we're actually going to cover some other options in just a minute, but if they do opt in, you're going to immediately take them to a page where you deliver upon the promise you made on your squeeze page. And typically this will either be a page where you're delivering the content via video or audio, or a download page where they can download a PDF or whatever it is that you're giving them. The goal of this step in the funnel is to blow them away with your freebie content, then to make an immediate offer after you've shown them that you're the real deal by delivering killer content. So, of course, first of all, your freebie, the thing that they're opting in to get, needs to be stellar. Then when you make the offer, it's best if it's a killer, high value, low risk offer. Obviously, it needs to be high value because the free thing that you gave them was high value. So the paid offer needs to be even better. And the lower risk, the better, because in most cases, when someone opts in on your squeeze page, they don't know you yet. You haven't built a relationship with them yet. So it's hard to get them to, take a lot of risk with your offer if they don't trust you yet. So to get that immediate sale, a low priced, low risk offer works really, really well. And another option, and this is something a little advanced, but it can work out really well, especially if you don't know what to sell them at this point. What you can do is sell people at this stage into a beta test program for something you haven't created yet. This way you can get paid to create your product. So for example, you could do a 5 or 6 module course digging deeper into the topic that your free content is about. You could offer people the option to join your beta group and they pay for a class that you deliver in the future. Then that class will become your product. All right. And you generally give them a big discount for joining the beta class. Plus, depending on how you're actually doing the class, they may also have the benefit of being able to interact with you. So for example, if you're doing it via webinar or Google Hangout or something like that, they may be able to ask questions at the end of your presentation, which really can benefit them. And then those questions can also benefit other people that are going through the product in the future. And the benefits to you are that you're getting paid to create your product, plus you'll have your beta testers in there to go through the product and give you feedback on what you can actually make better for the future. All right, so now we're going to take a step back. We're going to go back to the squeeze page and talk about what happens if they say no and they don't opt in on the squeeze page. So what do you do then? Of course, you could just let them leave, but you might as well try to get them to take some type of action if they're not opting in for your offer. So the two things I like to do here, and again, this is when someone is leaving your squeeze page without opting in, without entering their email address in the form or whatever information you're asking for. I like to do either an exit pop, and we're going to go over some options for that, or send them directly to a modified version of the video or the download page you would have sent them to had they opted in. And as far as technically doing all of this, there are a ton of scripts and plugins out there that can easily do these type of pop-ups and redirects for you. And it's especially easy if you're using WordPress. There are a ton of WordPress options, but I don't want to bog you down right now with all the technical info. Just know it's something that you will be able to do pretty easily if you're using certain plugins. All right. So if they don't opt in, why would you want to send them directly to the page they would have went to had they opted in? Well, a couple of reasons. Number one, you want to give them a chance to see how good your stuff is so they begin to trust you and then will hopefully choose to opt in and go on to buy things from you in the future. And along the buying things from you line, remember that you're not only delivering upon your squeeze page promise with great content here, but you're also making a pitch. So just because someone didn't want to give up their email address doesn't mean they won't purchase your offer after they see how good your free content was. And the page you redirect them to could also be a modified version of the original page that gives them part of the free content, then asks them to opt in for part 2, or ask them to opt in for some companion tools or something like that. But what if you don't want to send them directly to the content and would rather do an exit pop? Well, here are some of my favorite exit pops to do from your squeeze page. And when I say exit pop, that'll often just mean a pop-up that redirects them to another page. It doesn't have to be the, traditional pop-up that you might have in your mind. And most of my favorite exit pops are not asking them to opt in because remember, they already declined to opt in on your squeeze page. So your chances of getting them to opt in from an exit pop aren't very good at this point. All right. So one of my favorite exit pops is trying to get them to sign up for your affiliate program, assuming you do have an affiliate program or someone else's affiliate program if you have a second tier link. And this works surprisingly well in the internet marketing niche, even for people that don't opt in on your squeeze page. But if you are in a different niche, I probably wouldn't try this, since most people probably won't even know what an affiliate program is in a lot of niches. But another thing I like to do is to promote an affiliate offer or another offer of your own. This is the only circumstance where I might try to promote another squeeze page, but only if it leads to a full sales funnel, sort of like we're talking about today, or to a continuity offer. And the reason is that since your conversion rate will be low, since, people already declined to opt in, you want to have an opportunity to at least earn multiple commissions, either on multiple funnel products or through that continuity. And the next pop-up option would be a no opt-in required video or report. This is along the same lines as sending them directly to your video or to your content that you were promising on your squeeze page, but for a different piece of content. And again, you're giving them the chance to sample what you can deliver before asking them for any commitment. Now, you will want to have an option for them to opt in somewhere within that free thing that you're giving them, and possibly monetize it in other ways, like links to your products or affiliate products. But this type of exit pop can actually do very well. And if you don't know which one to choose, this might be a good one to go with. And the other option is some other type of alternative lead. If they don't want to give you their email address, maybe they'll, at least connect with you on Facebook or on some other social media site, or via mobile, or via some new method that comes out in the future. Email is not the only game in town anymore. So keep that in mind and try to brainstorm some other places where you can connect with them. All right. So now let's get back to our preferred outcome, where they do opt in on our initial squeeze page and we're delivering on our promise and making them an immediate offer. Now, if they don't take you up on that immediate offer, that's okay. A lot of people, just don't trust you enough yet. We've talked about how your squeeze page might be the first they've ever heard of you. They don't know who you are and they just don't trust you yet. But remember, they're now on your list at this point because they opted in, so you can start to build that relationship with them and sell them down the line. All right. But the next step in the funnel is going to be if they do decide to buy your immediate offer. All right. This is great. Making progress, right? Or for that matter, if they just come back later and buy that offer based upon your follow-up emails. All right. So after they've decided to buy, you can actually increase your numbers right there on the order page before they actually check out. And the two methods I like to use for this are the instant upsell and a tick box upsell. The way the instant upsell works is, instead of just having one version of the item they're buying, you can actually have 3 different versions at 3 different price points and let them choose which option they want. So for example, let's say the item they were buying was an ebook. When they get to the order page, they could be presented with the option of either ordering the basic package with the ebook or upgrading to the deluxe package with the ebook plus audio. All right. And that would cost a little bit more. Or you could have an elite package in addition to both of those. That would have the ebook and audio and a video for a little bit more than the deluxe package. And I just made up those names: basic, deluxe, elite. You can call them, gold, bronze, gold, silver. Or bronze, silver, gold, I guess it would be, or whatever you want to call those packages. And the nice thing about the instant upsell is that since you're just giving people customization options, it really doesn't tend to upset too many people. And the same could be said about the other order page option, the tick box upsell. This is an option where they can just tick a box on the order form and add something additional to their order. And low price continuity does very well for me with the order form boxes. And the only thing about tick boxes is that not all shopping carts can do them. And even the ones that can, it's generally a bit technical to set it up. So you may need to hire somebody to actually do that for you. And by the way, these are just additional options to increase the value of the average value that your customers are bringing in for you. These are not required. And in fact, if you're just getting started with your funnel, please don't even worry about these right now. You can go back in and add this stuff onto your funnel later. But the important thing is to get up and running as fast as you can, and then you can tweak it and add to your funnel later. All right. So that's actually true for the entire funnel. You don't need to have the whole thing in place to get started. You can just get started with what you have now and then add in the rest later. All right, so let's move on to what happens after they enter their payment info and order. If you guessed upsell, you guessed it right. They're going to go to upsell number 1 at this point, and this should be either more of what they already ordered or a complement to what they already ordered. So for example, if you go and buy a suit, what do they offer you? They offer you a tie, right? Or some dress shirts or socks. That is complementary to what you've already purchased, right? So one thing you never want to do is offer something that's required for them to get results from the product they already purchased. Nothing will upset a new customer more than deciding to place their trust in you, placing their order, being excited to receive it, then being told that what they bought is actually no good unless they pay you more and buy something additional. That absolutely destroys any trust or credibility you built up, so you just don't want to be doing that. And as far as pricing guidelines go for upsells, there really aren't any hard and fast rules anymore. For a while, upsells that were more expensive than the front end offer, maybe double the price, worked really well. Then it was less expensive upsells, half the price, worked well. But really at this point, there are no pricing rules. Your upsells can be more expensive, less expensive, or the same price as your front end offer, and they can do very well as long as you're positioning them right and really delivering value in everything you do. All right, so what happens if they don't buy your first upsell? Then they'll be presented with your first and only downsell. The downsell can actually be the same as the first upsell with some elements removed for a lower price. So for example, with upsell 1, if they got X, Y, and Z for $100, then for the downsell, you could give them X and Y without the Z for $50. A downsell price of half the first upsell price generally does pretty good. Then no matter if they take the first upsell or not, or if they take the downsell, everyone sees upsell number 2. And upsell number 2 can be anything, but low priced continuity again tends to do pretty well for this second upsell, or a free trial or a low cost trial to a higher end continuity program. High ticket stuff can also do okay here. You won't get big conversions, but since the sales are so valuable because they're a higher price point, they can really increase again your average customer value overall, even if you're not getting a whole lot of sales. All right, so that is all for the upsell process. You can increase your numbers a little more by adding in even more upsells, but really I found that anything past the 2 upsells and 1 downsell tends to cross the line for a good portion of your customers, where they start to get annoyed. And really, if you want to sell to them again in the future, which should be your goal, you want to make sure they actually have a good experience with this order. But that doesn't mean you're done monetizing, because after they order, they're taken either to the thank you / download page or to the members area where you'll deliver your content. And this is a great place to monetize. If you have other products to sell, you can obviously offer them on the download page, as well as affiliate products. And again, I like to promote continuity and full funnels if I'm promoting affiliate products. But my favorite thing to do on the download page or members area is to swap thank you page offers with someone else in your market, preferably somebody with something related to what they've already purchased. So this means that on your download page for your product, there'll be a link or a banner or some form of advertisement for a product or for a squeeze page for someone else's product. Then in return, they'll put your ad for your product on their download page. And once you do a few of these swaps, you can start to get some regular traffic from them. You won't get a ton of traffic, but remember, these are fresh buyers coming from someone else's download page. So that's a about the best traffic you could possibly get. And you can set these swaps up either using each other's affiliate links. So you get credit as an affiliate when one of your customers buys something from the person you swap with, or vice versa. Or you can choose to just, use naked links without affiliate tracking, and you put just their domain on your ad and vice versa. I prefer the affiliate link route simply because the traffic isn't always even. So the affiliate link to me makes it more fair. If someone's not sending me as much traffic as I'm sending, at least I'm getting an affiliate credit for their sale since I am sending them more traffic. All right, so there you have it, a full overview of my six-figure sales funnel, and I do have a PDF of the funnel for you, which I'll get to you in just a couple of minutes. If this page is working right, it should appear for you soon. And of course, we went pretty quickly through the steps in the funnel, but hopefully you can already begin to imagine how you can apply this in your business, no matter if you're just getting started or if you already have some pieces of your funnel ready to go. And of course, knowing what a winning funnel looks like is important, but actually creating your funnel and creating your products and programs that will go in the funnel, that's the hard part. Wouldn't it be nice if someone just did the work for you? Well, that's actually exactly what I did. I've created an entire sales funnel for you based upon the funnel that we just went over in this presentation. This funnel is in the red hot internet marketing niche, and the products in the funnel are solid all the way through, not a bunch of junk created by some outsourcer. I'm talking about quality products you'll be proud to call your own. In fact, the products are so solid, you'll probably learn a ton just going through the products yourself. For example, your front-end product is a full course on product creation, teaching people how to create high-quality products in as little as 3 hours. I mean, does that sound like something that might benefit you, being able to create quality products in 3 hours? And the method is actually based upon the research of a Harvard professor, not the research of a $5 an hour outsourcer from the Philippines. All right. And you're getting all the products you need to get your sales funnel up and to start profiting from it right away, regardless of what your experience is and what you've done online so far. And not only do you get the products and the rights to edit them and make them your own, you'll also get all the other important funnel pieces, like the simple squeeze page we talked about, a sales letter for your front end product, graphics, source files for everything so you can edit anything you want, download pages, sales letters for your 2 upsells and your downsell. And if you're wondering what your upsells and downsell will be selling, they will be selling your back-end products. That's right. You've probably heard the money's in the back end. Well, you're getting not just 1, but 2 different back-end products that you can sell not only as your upsells and downsell, but you can sell them on the back end as well. And these are premium products that you can sell for a premium price. One of them is a 9+ hour video course all about continuity and membership sites. It also comes with companion MP3s, transcripts, and a sales letter. And you also get a 5+ hour course on traffic. This really is a turnkey, done-for-you package so you can get your funnel up and running fast with a giveaway product, a front-end product, 2 back-end products, all the sales material, all the download pages, graphics, source files, full rights to edit it as you see fit. And obviously, a done-for-you funnel like this would cost you several $1,000s to outsource. It would take a long time to get done, and chances are, unless you hired an experienced professional internet marketer to create your products, you probably wouldn't be happy with the products that they produce for you. And heck, even if you created all of these products yourself, and first, you'd have to be an expert on product creation, continuity programs, and traffic, plus have the technical skills to build all the pages and the copywriting skills to write the sales pages. But even if you did it yourself, how many hours do you think it would take you? How many hours would it take you to create a giveaway product, a full front-end course, a back-end video product over 9 hours long, another back-end product over 5 hours long, all the pages, graphics, and sales copy? How long would that take you? 50 hours, 100 hours, 300 hours? And how much is your time worth per hour? Think about it. As you can see, it's no sweat for anybody with any ethics to put a price tag of $997 on this. I'm more in the business of giving good deals than maximizing prices, so it's not $997, even though at that price, it's an incredible deal, because this will either save you thousands of dollars you'd have to pay outsourcers for product creation, copywriting, graphics, and tech setup, or hundreds of hours of your own time trying to create all this yourself. And either way, you probably still wouldn't end up with a funnel as solid as the one you're about to get. Yet because we're just launching this now, I want to give you a special price, which you can see right now on the page. The order button should have popped up for you. And remember, you're getting your own products that you can sell as your own and keep all the money, so it very likely won't take you long to recoup your investment. But that being said, I do also want to fully guarantee this beast of a package for you. Simply put, order today by clicking the button on this page. Check out the full funnel. Check out all your new products. If you're not satisfied for any reason, heck, even if the personal value that you got just going through the products yourself isn't greater than the discounted price that I'm asking for this full funnel, just contact me within 30 days and I'll gladly refund every penny you paid, no questions asked. And obviously you won't be able to get this package at the discounted price forever, so now is the time to jump on this. You're going to get instant access to everything. Theoretically, you can have your funnel up and making sales by tonight, although I really recommend you actually go through the products in your funnel yourself first and get familiar with them. And really, you can learn a lot just going through the products yourself. All right. So look, you know you need your own products. You know you need your own sales funnel. So it's time to make a decision. You can click the order button on this page right now, practically steal this professionally created top-notch quality funnel, or you can take the hard route and try to do it yourself. And you can do it yourself. I gave you the funnel outline in this presentation, so you can do it yourself. It's really your choice as to if you want to do it the easy way or the hard way. If you want to do it the easy way, go ahead and click the order button on this page right now. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Whatever you decide today, I hope this video has been a real wake-up call for you and that you commit to yourself to get your funnel up and running as soon as possible. So thanks again for watching and have a great day.